Hi, I'm Chelsea,
And I'm Tony Northrop.
and today we're going to show you 7 of our favorite cameras and a few of our favorite lenses too.
You want to start with our oldest camera over there? This is an old medium format 120
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, the Yashica Mat-124 G. What do you love about it?
I love that this camera is so striking and unusual. It's just a lot of fun to use. It's completely manual. It has a meter built into it, but it's decoupled. So you can look at the meter to figure out if you're underexposing or overexposing, but you have
Yeah,
to dial in the shutter and aperture over there. Of course, it's manual focus.
yeah, you focus by turning this, and as soon as something moves, you're like, "Oh," it's very
Um,
disorienting.
yeah, and it's got a waist level viewfinder. Here, just stick this GoPro in the waist level viewfinder
Oh,
and
I'll try to
so people
focus
can
on
see it.
Justin. It's a little dark, but oh, there he is.
And with the waist level viewfinder is the second lens here. So it's a twin lens reflex, which means this bottom lens down here takes pictures and the top lens is just for use as the viewfinder. So basically two lenses, one for your eye and one for taking pictures. The one for your eye allows you to focus. Anyway, it's a really cool system to use. When you look through the waist level viewfinder, you hold it down low, everything's reversed, left to right. So it takes some practice. And that's kind of the fun part of the challenge.
Yeah, it's also cool that it's medium format, so I can blow up my print pretty big.
Yeah, it actually makes pretty good images once they're scanned in. For the most part, we hold our cameras up to our eyes, but with the waist level viewfinder, you hang it on a strap around your neck and you look down. So you get a different viewpoint. You get closer to kids. It's also less threatening to people. So I find it's fantastic for street photography. Nobody feels threatened by that. They think it's terribly cute. They'll come up and talk to you. They're never weirded out by you. They just think you're an eccentric photographer. So yeah, I love that camera a lot. They cost like 100 or 150 bucks on eBay. If you're rich, you could get a Rolleiflex. This is the generic Rollie.
Yeah,
But for me, I like the Yashicas. They do just fine and they won't break the bank. They make a cute little display on your shelf too when you're not
they
using them.
are beautiful. How about next, the Mamiya, the RB67?
Yeah, this is like 12 pounds of my favorite camera. You're gonna try to pick that
I'm
thing
gonna,
up?
you know what? It's kind of perched funny, but it weighs a lot.
Yeah, this is a system camera, so it's kind of the original commercial camera. It's entirely mechanical, not even a meter, not a battery in it. Everything is spring operated. It's also got a waist level viewfinder there. This is a prism that you can use to make it operate like an SLR. You
Yeah,
set the shutter speed and aperture on the
on the
lens
lens.
itself.
Nice tight shot.
And my favorite way to use this is with a Polaroid back. So you can put on regular 120 film on the back, medium format film, or you can put on Polaroids. And I love to take Polaroids because when I was growing up, everybody used Polaroids and they were nothing special. But now, kids these days have not ever seen a Polaroid, and they're so excited when you take a picture and tear it off and give it to them.
They make beautiful pictures too. I have a few here, and I even did a multiple exposure.
We have a few lenses for it. My favorite is the 250 f4.5. That in 35 millimeter terms, that would be like 125 millimeter. f2.8 or so, f2.2. So that's plenty to blur the background. It's plenty to compress facial features really nice. Anyway, you can get professional grade instant portraits. Anyway, it's just a ton of fun to use. It's a pain in the ass to carry around.
It's really heavy.
Even when this was new in the 60s and 70s, professionals just hated the heavy weight. The successor, the RZ67, is much lighter and has electronics and stuff, but I still like the big, heavy, all-mechanical one. That's my favorite.
It is fun. Next, we did a review on this camera fairly recently. This is the Olympus E-M10, and we both love this camera. It's compact, it's easy to use, it's really cute, and it's just really functional. Easy to bring with you. It's got a touchscreen back. It's a all-around fun camera, and you love this lens too.
Yeah, I love that 20 millimeter f1.7 lens. It's very fast, and because the EM10 has in-body image stabilization, even a fast prime lens is stabilized. I've gotten handheld pictures at 1 second, nice and sharp, in almost complete darkness. It's an amazing little system, and we put it up against the EM1, which costs more than twice as much. The XT1, which is like $1,700.
Yeah.
The A6000, which just has way better image quality.
We
But
love
for
this.
some reason, we just love this camera. It's cute. It's super light. I just love it. It's got a touch screen.
It's
And
so practical.
the
So you
Wi-Fi
have
works
this
so
little
good.
screen if you want to get a picture above your head. You can lift it up. You can take a picture by just tapping the screen. It's like just so fun and easy if you're at a concert. What's easier than that? You don't have to blindly shoot.
Whenever I have just friends who aren't serious photographers and they say, I just need a camera for my vacations, I point them at this.
I love this.
I just love that little camera. Not technically the best at anything, but it's the one we grab.
Yeah.
Up
the
next.
7D.
Yeah, with that 400mm prime for wildlife.
This is your go-to wildlife setup. You love this setup.
I really do. You can get this camera used for like $600 now. The lens goes for $1,000 or $1,100, and you get professional grade wildlife photos.
Yeah.
And it's lightweight. You can carry it on a hike and you're not going to kill yourself. You can hold it up in the air tracking birds.
Right.
And you won't wear your arms out like you will with a lot of bigger lenses.
I will say I do prefer the 500mm, but if I just have to grab a camera and I'm not sure if I'm going to see birds and I think I might see wildlife, I always grab this combination, or this lens rather, because it's lightweight, easy to bring with you, and it gets good results still.
Yeah, we have a $7,000 500mm f4 prime, and that weighs like 8 pounds. This weighs like 2 pounds. It's so much easier to carry, and I swear if you can get close enough, you can't tell the difference. These pictures are always so sharp. It beats every zoom out there. That's why we don't tell people to buy zooms for wildlife. Buy this guy. If you're on Nikon, buy this, and then just buy a used 7D and just keep them attached. It'll be your second body. It's still your best bet for wildlife on a budget. A reasonable budget. This is your favorite camera of all time, I think.
The Mark III?
Yeah, with that 70-200.
Yes, I love this setup. I use this for our portrait shoots all the time. You just can't beat this lens, the 70-200. I love the Mark III. I love that it has the rate button. That might sound silly to people, but when you're going through and you get a good picture and you want a fast workflow, that works for me. I like that.
And we did a full comparison of 70-200s, and the Canon 70-200 just can't be beat. Tamron and Sigma make great lenses, but they don't go to 200mm for headshots. They go to about 140, 150mm. And the new Nikon 70-200 has the same problem. It is sharp. It's way sharper than this one, but it's just not as long. And for portraits, 200mm and f2.8 on this has been unbeatable.
Yeah.
You zoom in, you get fantastic background blur, facial features just look fantastic, and yet you still have that versatility to zoom back out whenever you want to. For weddings and portraits, this setup really can't be beat. And unfortunately, Nikon, Sigma, Tamron, nobody has made a 70-200 quite as good as the Canon.
It is my favorite. And when I'm doing my double exposures, I like to take my portraits with this lens and then I'll slap on this Sigma 2.8 macro lens and get a close-up for that second exposure. And I just love this combination. I do love it.
The Panasonic GH4 is now our go-to video camera. The 4K video just can't be beat. The articulating screen is fantastic. It's got a touch screen which allows you to focus with just a touch. And specifically our favorite lens is the 14-140. We have the 12-35, which Justin here is filming with at the moment, and a bunch of other micro four thirds lenses. But for filming, the 14-140 is unbelievably versatile. The image stabilization just works great. And you know, we went through like 5 countries in Europe, and I was using this as my primary stills camera too.
I can't believe the video quality that comes out of that camera.
Yeah,
and
the video is amazing.
I mean, we have a videographer friend that, he's an Academy Award-winning videographer, and he was blown away by the quality that we were getting out of it. So it's an impressive little camera, and affordable.
Yeah, at $1,600, $1,700 for that kind of video quality, you can't beat it for under like $5,000.
What do the red cameras go for?
Like 35, 50.
Yeah,
a lot.
Those are expensive.
And as a stills camera, the image quality will not match the Mark III or the 7, or God, doesn't even approach the D810. But it has like 12 frames a second. It does completely silent picture taking if you're in a church and you don't want to disturb people. And it just feels good in the hands like a DSLR. It's a great little camera. This is the camera that I call the greatest camera ever made.
I do love it.
The Nikon D810. Unbelievable image quality that simply blows away everything else, including the 5D Mark III. Now, with amazing autofocus that also beat the 5D Mark III and just about every other camera in the world. It's the one camera I would pick if I could only pick one camera. I love this Tamron 24-70 VC. It's my favorite walking around lens.
I love that lens. That's a great lens.
And it beats, in my book, it beats both the Canon and Nikon 24-70s.
Mm-hmm.
So because I can get it for the Nikon, I would definitely grab that with the D810 whenever this is the right focal length for walking around, especially events and weddings and things like that, travel, photography, landscapes, whatever it is, this is the combination
It's
that I would
versatile
grab.
and it's sharp. Whenever people ask me for a good travel lens, that's the one that I recommend.
Yeah, it's a good time. All right, if you want to know more about gear, what should they do, Chels?
They should get our buying guide.
Yes, I was afraid you were going to say, write a comment in YouTube asking which camera I should buy. No, that's not the right answer.
That happens to us a lot.
I've already answered those
actually,
questions in the buying guide.
those questions were good because they let us know the most frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
And then we compiled them all and we made a book.
That's what the buying guide is. It's every bit of information you might ever need about buying a camera, choosing it, distinguishing the importance of megapixels and focusing speed to your specific needs, because there's no one right answer for everybody.
We'll put a link to it in the description below.
Yep. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, subscribe for more free videos, and give us a like. If you have any questions, write a comment. Thanks.